Hidden habit number 6 is called let Satan speak. Has anyone ever told you to let Satan speak in your life? I bet you've never heard that one before. Let Satan speak. My wife and I were talking the other day about our favorite Pixar movies. One of mine is Up. The first 10 minutes will make you sob like a baby. But it's a story about a guy and a stowaway Boy Scout who end up in the jungle on this great adventure, and there's these dogs that can talk because of the collars, these mechanical collars that let them talk. And the bad dog, the mean dog in the movie is this Doberman Pinscher that's really scary looking. But then when it talks, its voice sounds like it sucked on some helium. And all the other dogs just laugh at this dog. It's so funny. But there's some things in life that it's like they have all this power until you expose them for what they are. They have all this power until you let them speak. Our 6th hidden habit is letting Satan speak. And I don't mean go find an Ouija board or perform a seance or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about. But letting Satan speak means exposing his lies in your life. Matthew chapter 4, verse 1. Here's what it says. Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. For 40 days and 40 nights he fasted and became very hungry. During the time, that time, the devil came to him and said, if you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become loaves of bread. But Jesus told him, no, the scriptures say people do not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. Then the devil took him to the holy city, Jerusalem, to the highest point in the temple, and said, if you are the Son of God, jump off, for the scriptures say he will order his angels to protect you. Jesus responded, the scriptures also say, you must not test the Lord your God. Next, the devil took him to the peak of a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory. I will give it all to you, he said, if you'll kneel down and worship me. Get out of here, Satan, Jesus said, for the scriptures say you must worship the Lord your God and serve him only. Then the devil went away, and the angels came and took care of Jesus. If you feel stuck in your life in any kind of behavior, if you feel stuck, a lot of times I think it's because many people have not identified core lies and core negativity things. There's just these negative tapes that keep playing over and over and over. And here's how Satan retains control in our life. Number 1, Satan retains control when you limit his role to bad luck. Oh, this thing happened to me, this inconvenience. Satan's trying to keep me back from this. If you limit his role to bad luck, he retains all his power. Number 2, he retains his power when we're distracted all the time with digital media. We never uncover the lies we're believing. If any downtime we have, we're swiping on our phones. Number 3, he retains all his power when you don't know biblical wisdom. Notice I didn't say biblical knowledge, because Satan knows the Bible better than everyone. What we need is wisdom. I got to a point in my life where I'm like, I don't want to listen to another sermon in my life. What I really need is not knowledge. I need wisdom. Like, who can diagnose the condition of my soul? Who's out there that can give me that wisdom, that can shine that light? And if we're constantly distracted, we're never going to find biblical wisdom. And so how do you let Satan speak? What does that mean? It means you need to pray for wisdom every single day. You need to say, Lord, please help me to see reality as it really is. It means that you have to retreat. Jesus withdrew into the wilderness. Did you notice in that passage I read? He fasted. He withdrew from food. He withdrew from the comforts of the world for 40 days and 40 nights. And it was only when he was hungry that the tempter came to him. And sometimes I think we don't unmask Satan's lies because we never withdraw from anything. We're constantly connected. We're constantly on our devices. And so we're just doomed to replay these negative tapes over and over again in our lives. And so letting Satan speak means naming the lies, those untruths that are underneath all the negativity we struggle with. You know, they say anger is a secondary emotion, and underneath anger is usually fear, frustration, and hurt. I think the same thing is true. Underneath most of the negative thought processes we have are core untruths that we struggle with every single day. So how do I let Satan speak so I can identify his lies? You need to respond to his lies with truth and wisdom. So if the lie is having an affair with this girl I work with would make me much happier, the truth is I actually love my wife and I want to protect my family. And so the wisdom is I need to delete that woman's number from my phone. It's practically applying the truth to your real to your real life. If the lie is a bigger house will make me happy, then the truth is, well, the borrower is a slave to the lender. That's what the Bible says. And the wisdom is, I need to be content and not go into any more debt and be a slave for 20 years. Or the lie could be, I'll be happy if I have more Instagram followers or Facebook likes or friends. The truth is, the Bible says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. It's kind of hard to be obsessed with social media and still do nothing out of selfish ambition and vain conceit. And so the wisdom is, online relationships aren't real. So I need to prioritize real life and limit my social media use. There's an old story from Aesop's Fables about a donkey who found a lion skin and went around scaring all the animals in the forest. But then he came across the wise fox. And he looked at the fox and he growled at the fox. And the fox says, if you want me to think that you're a lion, then you need to disguise your bray. And I think that Satan loses all his power in your life when we withdraw from the things that we cover up our problems with, whether it's food or distraction or social media. And so maybe you need to get away for a couple hours a week, or maybe you need to take one day a month and withdraw. And Satan loses all his power over your life. And so let him speak and respond with God's wisdom.